Hello, my name is Alex Ferreira, and today we're going to do a TED Talk about what makes a great sports leader. So we're going to talk about first outcomes for student athletes, and I'm going to focus on the college level because we coach for the players, okay? And so we need to have in mind what the outcome that we want to get for the players is. What Secondly, what the why is of the coach. I'll talk about my why, and then three qualities that the best coaches have. Okay, so the first one, outcomes for student athletes. So they have an increased level of well-being. What do we mean by that? We're talking about post-graduation. Okay, they tend to have a higher salary. They're more likely to ask for raises. They're more likely to receive raises. They reduce level of anxiety, and they also reflect back on their university experience more positively than normal students. Generally, student athletes accumulate credits better or more than a normal athlete, and their graduation rate is higher than normal students. Besides that, they have a sense of belonging to the school, which is very highly correlated with that stat from before of graduating. And so Nietzsche said, a man that has a why can endure almost any how. Okay, and my why for coaching is actually that I lost my father when I was very young. I was 5 years old, and most of my male mentors growing up were my sports coaches. And sport is a great way to teach life values and development values. And most of my school teachers were women. Or all of my sports coaches were men, and so I really found a lot of male mentorship within sports. And when I graduated college, I decided that I wanted to be a coach, and my why was to be a male mentor to my athletes. Okay, the three qualities that great sports leaders have. So first of all, they're process-focused coaching. They maintain standards and they motivate people. And we'll go into those each now. Okay, so focusing on the now reduces anxiety and increases performance. And coaches can do this by reiterating it's not about wins and losses, but the process of getting there, the everyday improvements. This will also avoid, for example, if you make a goal of make playoffs, okay, and the team does achieve playoffs, okay, well, now you have to shift your focus, and you need to focus on, okay, well, now we want to compete in the playoffs. Whereas if you're focused or in the reverse, if your goal is to make playoffs and you're eliminated with 2 games left, you're not going to make playoffs. Okay, now you have to shift your focus elsewhere with the team, and it's more effective to have a single focus throughout the entire time. Okay, and if this focus should be the process of getting better every day. The last part is goals that are focus orientated are more likely to be achieved, and they're more likely to be followed through by the student athlete. Okay, maintain standards. This one is super hard just because you have to be every day maintaining the standard, every day maintaining the standard. But establish clear expectation for behavior and performance. It promotes consistency. You want to be the one that promotes consistency and fairness within the team and how the team is ran. And these things will inspire trust and respect amongst the teammates. Okay, so difficult to do this. I think it's just the amount of energy and effort it takes to be there every day, motivated like that. I think this is a really underrated one. Not letting standards slide. Okay, and the last one, motivate people. Now, it's kind of a juxtaposition in some ways with the maintaining standards, because you need to recognize, at the same time, you need to recognize individual contribution and needs. So athletes are going to need different things from you at different times. And as much as you want to be fair, but that doesn't mean equal. Okay, so they might have things going on with school, they might have things doing on the field that is not working out for them, and they might have things going on at home that is making it difficult for them to meet the standard that you want for the whole team in that moment. And so you have to work with that. And I think this is why I said the soft skills, right? Notice that these three qualities that I'm saying that make a great sports leader It's not technical knowledge, although that is also a quality that you should have. But the main three, these three things, are more soft skill orientated, because coaching is one of the greatest occupations in the sense of you are working with people and you are motivating people and you're trying to get them to achieve a result. And now you can say managers and things in the business world or in the office have that same idea, but going out on the field and competing directly against an opponent is different than trying to hit a sales number or any type of productivity number, right? So this is still like the ultimate show of how can you motivate a group to achieve, because the other group is just as motivated to beat you, and that's what they're looking to do. So I think this is part of the reason, that competitive part of it is why we love it, but it does make it difficult sometimes. Support autonomy. Now, athletes or young people especially can achieve and be motivated for longer periods of time when they feel autonomous in their journey of improving. So external motivation can only go so far. You can support their autonomy in the way that you coach them, in the way that you help them create goals that will motivate them for a longer period of time than what you're able to do from an external way. Okay? Now, when you're a coach, you can create purpose and belonging for all the members of your team, and these things will help maintain the player in the team and maintain the player motivated. So those are the main things, okay? Remember why you're doing it. What are the outcomes that your student athletes are going to get that's going to be successful? Have a why for yourself for coaching, because it's going to keep you in it. It's going to keep you motivated to be your best. And then the three qualities of great sports coaches: focusing on the process, maintaining standards, and motivating people. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the talk, and see you soon.